Here are the reasons why the Iron Golem Fortress and the crafting box from the 2023 Summer Wave have some serious problems. Let's start off with the Iron Golem Fortress. So the 2023 Summer Wave was announced just around the beginning of the month, and it had some pretty good sets in it, being the Axolotl House, the Pumpkin House, the Crafting Box 4.0, and the set that we're going to be talking about today, the Iron Golem Fortress. These are all really nice sets, and they do have some great minifigures in, but the Iron Golem Fortress especially, I'm not sure if it's actually the best out of 2023 altogether. Here's why. And yes, it is one of the biggest in the wave and in the whole of 2023, but I think that other sets might be better than it. These sets might also be the Deep Dark Battle or the Sword Outpost. Now, they are both from the original wave and not from the second wave. This is probably the best out of the summer wave, but other sets from 2023 and the January wave might actually beat it. The reason for this is because it's a mob house. Now, mob houses I've been talking about for quite a while. We have got two in this wave, being the Iron Golem Fortress and the Axolotl House, and then we also had quite a few more before that in the summer wave. So, yes, mob houses have been quite common in this year, but we've had some really good sets that haven't been mob houses as well, which is why it's had some really tough competition. Examples being the Deep Dark Battle or the Sword Outpost. This set just doesn't go as well as those do. They feel a lot more better and they feel more like something that could be built in the game. The Iron Golem Fortress is just a giant Iron Golem that the proportions aren't even very right. It is definitely my favourite mob house by far out of all of the mob houses. Definitely better than the Llama Village despite it being smaller. I think Iron Golems are just cooler and they did it a lot better than they did the Llama Village. The Llama Village was just a giant llama. It didn't really have anything else. Whereas this at least does have like a fortress kind of theme to it. I was expecting more of a thing like the fortress itself, the set that we got like in 2017 or something like that. But we got another mob house. So it's a little bit disappointing to see that it's a mob house again. But at least we got a larger set. As for minifigures, the minifig selection is actually quite good. It has some nice minifigures in it, and the pieces are quite cool. The skins that you get, such as that Crystal Guy skin, are pretty cool. I think the skins that you get in the 2023 waves have been really good, so that's a nice thing to see. But it is another mob house, and that's all I can keep thinking about. I think other sets from other waves could just beat it, such as Deep Dark Battle. It just feels more like Minecraft, the Deep Dark Battle, because it's an actual natural structure, whereas this Iron Golem Fortress isn't. I'd say it's definitely the best out of the summer wave, but not the best that it could have been. It had a lot of potential, they did it quite well, but they could have done it better. And now what are the problems with the crafting box? So we all know that the Crafting Box 4.0 has come out in the new 2023 summer wave. It's going to be very exciting, this wave. But is the Crafting Box 4.0 really worth it? It's a very expensive set, and it actually doesn't look as good as the other ones. The other crafting boxes felt more like Minecraft. They had a lot more grey bricks, a lot more duller colours, a bit like Minecraft, as well as some nice vibrant ones, but they fit in more with the Minecraft theme, and they felt more creative than this one. This one has just a load of bright colours, weird pieces for Minecraft sets, odd colours, and the minifigures are good, but the colours and the decision of what types of pieces they use, not really good. This is definitely my least favourite of all the crafting boxes after the Crafting Box 3.0. They seem to be going downhill since 2.0. Now 3.0 isn't that bad, don't get me wrong, but it's just not as good as the other two. The other two felt very creative, they felt a lot more creative, like they felt like it was like your own crafting table. You had all of the pieces you need to make your own world and stuff. Whereas this one just feels like a set. 3.0 and 4.0 have been designed to be made for real sets. Whereas the original crafting boxes had been designed to give you pieces to make stuff on your own. Minifigs wise, it's a nice set. It's got some really good minifigures in it. Some of the stuff include new cat variant, some nice skins, things like that. But it's the build that it comes with that just isn't that good. For example, the use of those thin beam pieces, it just doesn't fit with LEGO Minecraft. Lego Minecraft never uses those except for maybe in the Pillage Outpost when they use 1x1s and things like that, and also just for mine shafts. But for a normal set, you wouldn't use that because you don't find things that thin except for fences. And who's building a place like that using fences? And you don't really get fences in that colour unless you're getting Warped Forest or Crimson Forest fences, which nobody uses. As well as that, it just feels really small. And the cat theme isn't something I particularly like about this one. A crafting box shouldn't be themed to cats, it should be themed to making your own stuff. So one of the builds feels super small as well. It's just a bit ugly, and the other one is just a big cat house with the head of a cat on top of it. It just doesn't look very nice, and it isn't very well made. The minifigs are okay with Alex and Steve, Zombie, and Cat. It does go with the theme of cats, but for a crafting box to have a cat theme just doesn't feel right. It feels like it should have more of a Minecraft theme, something that will actually help you build your own world, not something that's just another set to add on that doesn't even look very good. I can't even think about what you could make with this because of the types of pieces they've used. It's just not good for making your own things. Taking this apart and trying to rebuild it into other creations just doesn't feel like it's going to work, and the crafting box has kind of lost its creativity in this way. Plus, it's just really small for the price that they're asking you to pay for it. It's just not something that I would buy, and I think the first two crafting boxes were definitely better than this one. Out of the rankings, this would be the worst of the crafting boxes. The creativity isn't very good, the minifigures are okay, and the size for the price per piece ratio is not very good. So those are the problems between the crafting box and the Iron Golem Fortress. I really hope you enjoyed this video. You can subscribe up there. There's another video down there. Really hope you enjoyed. See you all next time.